from unit fractions. Item 1 says, complete the number sentence. Estimate to partition each strip equally. Write the unit fraction inside each unit and shade the answer. Let's look at the sample. The sample says 3/4 equals or is the same as 3/4 or 3/4. As you can see, the rectangular strip has been equally divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. There are 4 equal parts in this rectangular strip. That's the reason why there's a 4 on the bottom of this unit fraction. That 4 represents the 4 equal parts of the rectangular strip. If you look at the strip again, you can see that there are 1, 2, 3 parts that have been shaded. That's what this 3 represents. The 3 on the top of the unit fraction represents the 3 equal parts that have been shaded. So, looking at the strip as a whole, 3/4 of the strip has been shaded. Now let's look at item A. It says 2/3. We know that thirds is the unit form. That means I need to divide this rectangular strip into 3 equal parts. Now I need to write the unit fraction inside each unit. Again, I will count and double check to make sure that my unit form is correct. There are 1, 2, 3 equal parts, so my unit form is thirds. That 3 must go on the bottom of the unit fraction. When I write the unit fraction inside of each unit, I will write it like this. This is 1/3 of the rectangular strip. This is another third. And finally, this is the last third of the rectangular strip. If you look at item A, it wants us to color 2/3 or shade in 2/3. So I will shade in 2 of the equal parts. That's 1/3. And here's 2/3. I have shaded 1, 2 equal parts, or 2/3 of the rectangular strip. Look at item B. It says 5/7. Sevenths is the unit form. That means I need to divide this rectangular strip into 7 equal parts. I will number them just to make sure I've counted correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That 7 needs to be the number on the bottom part of the unit fraction because the rectangular strip has been divided into sevenths. Now I need to write the unit fraction inside each unit. So each unit is worth 1/7 of the rectangle. Because it is one of the 7 pieces. Now the last thing I need to do to the rectangle is to shade 5/7. This means that I'll shade 5 of the 7 equal parts. That's 1/7, 2/7, 3/7, 4/7, 5/7. There I shaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 7 parts, or 5/7. I'm going to let you do items C and D the same way. Make sure you don't skip a step. This way you won't make a silly mistake. Let's look at item 2. It says Mr. Abney bought 6 kilograms of rice. He cooked 1 kilogram of it for dinner. I'll underline the important details. He bought 6 kilograms and he cooked 1 kilogram. The question says, what fraction of the rice did he cook for dinner? I'm going to underline the word fraction, and I'm going to underline the word cook. Those are very important words because it tells me that I'm supposed to write this as a fraction. And the fraction that I will write is the fraction for the portion of rice that Mr. Abney cooked. Even though I think I know the answer right away, I know that I should show my work so my teacher knows how I was able to get the answer. I could use a rectangular strip illustration for this problem, just like I used it for the problems above. If Mr. Abney bought 6 kilograms of rice, I could make a rectangular strip that had 6 equal parts. And then I'll number to make sure I got 6. If he cooked 1 of those kilograms of rice, I could shade in 1 portion. Now I can show my work so my teacher knows how I got my answer. I know that when I'm writing a fraction as a unit fraction, that the bottom number has to be the number of equal pieces there are in all. And I know that there are 6 equal pieces in my rectangular strip. Now I'm supposed to figure out the fraction of the rice that was cooked. Looking at my illustration, I can see that 1 unit was cooked. That number goes on the top portion of the unit fraction. This unit fraction is named 1/6. Now, when I'm doing a story problem, I always read, draw, write. So now I have to answer the question, what fraction of the rice did he cook for dinner? He cooked 1/6 of the rice for dinner. Now let's take a look at item B. What fraction of the rice was left? There's really no reason to redraw the rectangular strip. We can look at the rectangular strip for item 2A in order to answer this question. Remember, when you're writing a fraction as a unit fraction, the bottom number tells you how many pieces there are in all. There were 6 equal pieces in all. Now, the question, though, says what fraction of the rice was left? This time, for the top number, you'll put the number of pieces that were not shaded or not cooked. And you'll write that right here. The last thing you'll do is write the answer in a sentence. The fraction of the rice that was left is blank. Okay, finish it up on your